Are we muted on the production truck? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is a rainy, gloomy night here at Michael J. Bragman Stadium, but that won't stop some Central New York football. Tonight we have the number 1 seed Corcoran Cougars traveling to Cicero to take on the number 3 seed CNS North Stars. The North Stars are coming off a 21-14 loss on the road against Liverpool last week. Drew, what does CNS have to do tonight to bounce back?
Well, Owen, just like you said, it's going to be rainy here at Michael. On rushing. This is probably why their former starting quarterback, Anthony Testa, was moved to the wide receiver / running back position just before this game.
Lubala kicks it off. It'll be bounced back into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. The Cougars will take over 20-25 yard line here tonight.
Tonight is senior night for for the North Stars tonight. 29 football players and 6 cheerleaders were honored in a ceremony that started about 30 minutes ago, right before the game. Congratulations to all the seniors and all of their accomplishments for the North Stars throughout their athletic career.
North Stars starting out on defense here. Pearson takes one up to the middle. Pearson going about to the 30 yard line, Gain of 5 or 6 there for the Cougars. That'll bring down 2nd and 4.
I mean, that play, it is not a great start for the North Stars. I mean, that about 5-yard rush for the Cougars. I mean, that is just a great example of the defense that the CNS has to double down on, because Corcoran is great with their offensive capabilities.
Corcoran takes one on the outside again. Looks like Pearson will be brought down just short of the 30-yard line, bringing down, it looks like, a 3rd and 1 at the 29.
I mean, it looks like
Pearson, throw over the middle, be tipped up and dropped by the receiver for Corcoran. That was number 7, Anthony Haskins-Roof. Two North Stars are almost there to pick the ball off. Now Corcoran will have a 2nd and 10.
not only does CNS have to really just in general worry about Corcoran's rushes so far, but they should worry about the quarterback, Asaro Pearson, who seems to have pushed Corcoran to almost a 1st down already here in the 1st quarter.
Pearson in the shotgun set, motion receiver right. The ball will be handed off the middle, and the North Stars will stuff that one right on the line, and that will bring down a 3rd and 10 for the Cougars.
It seems like in the plays that we've seen so far, though, that Corcoran is becoming extremely repetitive with their movements, and that it looks like CNS is already starting to adapt. Their defense is starting to adapt to what Corcoran's running on offense.
Pearson throws. 10 for Haskins. There's a flag on the play at that far 30-yard line. Looks like the North Stars are offsides there. So Corcoran will move forward 5 yards, bringing up now a 3rd and 5.
That's just dangerous right there. I mean, Corcoran's been great at their 5-yard rushes. I mean, this could be a really, really close rush if they do rush it, if they do choose to rush it on this play.
There seems to be another flag on the play.
Let's see what that's all about.
Looks like the North Stars are jumped again, and that'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Corcoran Cougars.
That is not how you want to start off this game so far. 2 offsides calls that result in a 1st down for the Cougars. One of the greatest offensive teams in Section 3 right now.
So now the Cougars are the fresh set and downs. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line.
This is Corcoran's 5th game of the season. They are 4-1 in the league, leading Section 3 AA, followed by Liverpool at 2nd and CNS at 3rd.
Pearson hands off, sweep to the right side. Number 11 making some room there, gets tackled down about the 45-yard line. That was number 11, Dahaji Love, taking the ball about 4 or 5 yards for the Cougars, bringing up a 2nd and 5.
I mean, little by little, Corcoran just keeps getting these 5-yard rushes, and look at this. They're already at their own 45-yard line with 9:45 left in the 1st quarter.
Corcoran is a very run-heavy team, and now that with the rain, you will not expect the ball to be flying much at all from this Cougars offense.
And that might be the truth for CNS's offense as well, and that might be why they might be resorting to more rushing plays tonight with Testa on wide receiver.
The ball is carried up the middle. There's a wrap-up for it about the 46, 47-yard line, and the ball will be brought down, bringing up another 3rd down for the Cougars.
Third and 2 here with 9 minutes left in the 1st quarter. One small rush, and the Cougars get another 1st down around, actually at the 50-yard line.
3rd and 2 now for the Cougars. Pearson about 5 yards back. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff, roll out right, looks for the seam for the slip out the middle, and that was dropped by number 34, Jasir Duncan. So now that'll bring up 4th and 2 for the Cougars. Let's see what head coach Tyrone Fisher likes to do here on the first 4th down of the evening.
I mean, they may just punt it back to CNS, and we may. It looks like that's what they're going to do.
Ball snap. Ball's flying to about the 20 or so yard line. CNS there to make the grab. He will take it out and run it. And they will go down at about the 25-yard line in a dog pile. Now Jackson Razmovsky and the CNS offense will take the field.
I mean, this early in the game, the 1st quarter, I mean, you do not want to take really any risky chances at that 45-yard line. And that was a smart move by Corcoran to kind of punt that ball, give it to CNS, and just try and attack them with their defense. And, I mean, it is a rainy day, so, I mean, the odds that CNS will play a passing offense is extremely unlikely, which, I mean, this could be a close-scoring game if all Corcoran and all CNS does is rush the ball in these scenarios.
Kubala in motion. Razmovsky snaps it, hands it up the middle to Bartlett. Bartlett will break through. Gets about 2 to 3 yards there, bringing up, looks like a 2nd and 6 for the North Stars here from the 30-yard line. Jamar Ballard Jr., the star running back for the North Stars, is inactive tonight with a shoulder injury that he acquired in the game last week against Liverpool. So now Bartlett is that RB1 for the North Stars tonight. Razmovsky hands off again. Bartlett tries to find the hole. He will dive down at about the 29-yard line.
Bartlett is a
39.
senior this year, and he was celebrated in that ceremony shortly before the game, accompanied by his family.
3rd and 3 for the North Stars from the 34-yard line. Kubala in motion. Nasi will hand the ball out the middle, and Corcoran will stuff that one right on the line of scrimmage, bringing up about a 4th and 3, 4th and 4 for the North Stars.
That was not what we expected out of CNS's offense tonight. But again, we could see this all game long with both Corcoran and CNS, just with the amount of rain that is on the field, just how wet the ball is, and how the inability that they have to just not be able to throw the ball anywhere tonight.
Number 11, Josh Kubala back there to punt for the North Stars. Ball was bobbled. He'll send that one away. He's carrying to about the 35-yard line, 30-yard line. Be bobbled by the Corcoran Cougars. Now they will take that ball up and we go down around the 37-yard line. That was number 4, Lakeem Danzy on the return for the Cougars.
This is just about 5 yards short of where Corcoran punted the CNS on their last offensive attack. This is just rewriting what could have happened had they rushed on that 4th down. But now they're 1st and 10 with 6:45 in the first.
There's a flag on the play at about the 42-yard line. Looks like there was a block in the back, so Corcoran will be moving backwards even more. Corcoran has a 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Both teams punting on their first possession. CNS with a 3 and out. Corcoran got a couple first downs. Pearson, a back to each of his sides. Snap the ball, take one up to the left side, and Pearson's got room. He will get that ball about 3 or 4 yards out and will be taken down around the 32-yard line.
You know, one of the defensive linemen on CNS, Romello Robinson, I talked to him before the game today, and he said that CNS has been great in practices all week, and they are 100% ready to go for tonight's game. They've been preparing, and it was one of their greatest weeks of practice yet. I wonder how these conditions, though, will affect that prediction.
Pearson takes one up to the right side this time, comes back up the middle, and Pearson will go down about the 34, 35-yard line for the Cougars. Bringing up about a 3rd and 3 here. If CNS can force a 3 and out early on this Corcoran offense after punting on their first possession on offense, this can be a huge turn of events for the North Stars.
And it looks like the rain is starting to slow down a little bit, but I mean that does not mean that the turf is going to dry up soon. We might see this game for the first half just be a battle between the 40-yard lines.
Now Pearson will throw to the right side to Davis. That ball will go over the hands intended for Haskins Bruce, through the hands of Dahaji Love, and now it'll be 4th and 2 for the Corcoran Cougars.
That looked like it almost slipped out of his hands, too.
Now it looks like the punting team will come out for both sides. We'll have Mason Ellis and Vincenzo Latanzio back there for the North Stars. Pearson punting for the Cougars.
Mason Ellis, one of the stars.
That punt was blocked. Both sides racing down on it. And CNS will recover at the 20-yard line. North Stars block the punt for the Cougars. Now CNS will take over on Corcoran Cougars' 20-yard line.
This is huge with Testa's rushing abilities here on the wide receiver. I think he's playing wide receiver on this offensive attack. This is just great news for CNS. And I mean, if they can pass the ball just at least 10 yards, they're in scoring position.
So now Razmovsky and his North Stars offense will come out with their second attempt of the game. Try and make some magic happen. Bartlett in the backfield.
Seems so far this game that this Jason Bartlett, Anthony Testa kind of pair is working extremely well for CNS's rushes so far.
As Barlow will find a hole up that right side and advance to about the 14-yard line now. Bringing CNS to a 2nd and 5.
Bartlett so far has been able to find those holes and dive down for those 5-yard rushes tonight in both of CNS's offensive attacks. I mean, he's doing a great job at that so far.
Razmowski once again. Kubala motions. He'll hand it off to Bartlett the left side this time. Bartlett finds another hole. He's fighting for it, trying to get that first down, but looks like he was brought down just short, bringing up a 3rd and 1 for the North Stars.
Great news for the North Stars.
Third and 1 from the 10-yard line here for CNS.
Let's see what they can do here.
Kubala motions over from the left side. Hand the ball off once again. They'll find that hole, get to about the 8 or so yard line. And that'll be a CNS first down, moving in to 1st and goal for the North Stars. Some points should go on the board here for the North Stars tonight.
That is great because CNS is just doing a great job this season of being able to score first, and that is exactly why CNS is doing amazing so far in Section 3 and in Section 3 AA with a 3-1 league record. I mean, they were able to score first against Proctor the last home game for CNS, and they crushed them.
Kubala motions again. Razmowski will hand that one off. Will gain a few yards or so. Now CNS will be inside the 5-yard line about the 3 or 4, bringing up 2nd and goal.
You know, Jason Bartlett, again, is just doing a great job, and I would not be surprised if Razmowski handed it off to him to complete this play and complete this touchdown here with 3:10 left to go in the quarter.
Now Razmowski under center. Kubala motions inside. Ball will be faked. Razmowski looks like he's going to take it himself outside and finds a receiver in the back corner of the end zone. That is a CNS touchdown. Razmowski finds that back corner of the end zone, bringing up this North Stars scoreboard 6-0. CNS strikes first.
That was such a good play that was coordinated by the quarterback, Jackson Razmowski. Jackson is a sophomore being able to pull off that play in a varsity high school football game against the top-ranked team in Section 3 AA. That is incredible, and that is a great sign for the future of CNS football.
The PAT is good. That'll make the North Stars scoreboard 7-0. And the ball will go back to the Cougars.
I just can't get over how amazingly coordinated that was by a sophomore in high school, Jackson Razmowski.
His older brother, JJ, played quarterback here at CNS a year and 2 years ago now. And now JJ's up at Cortland playing football.
.249 left in the first quarter. CNS leads the Corcoran Cougars 7-0.
Now Kubala will kick. Corcoran returners offset to each other about the 5-yard line on the opposite side of the field. Kubala sends that one to the right side, tracking about the 15-yard line. Corcoran able to maintain that catch. They'll take that ball back up the middle, and he'll get brought down about the 32-yard line. Corcoran takes over 1st and 10.
Not only is it senior night here in Cicero, but it is also construction night, and you can see the student section just absolutely decked out in construction hats, construction vests, everything you can find.
Motion left side to Corcoran. They'll pitch the ball to the left. And CNS is all over that one in the backfield, bringing that runner down at about the 28, 29 yard line. Going backwards for the Cougars, bringing up about a 2nd and 13 here.
One of the keys of the game, when you asked me what does CNS have to focus on, I said they have to focus on their defense and holding back Corcoran's offensive rushes. And so far, they adapted amazingly, and they are holding Corcoran back to that 30 to 40 yard line so far.
So Corcoran will now have it 2nd and 13 from the 30-yard line. 2 minutes left to go in this first quarter, as Pearson's brought down way back in the backfield at about the 25-yard line. CNS moving back even, or Corcoran moving back even further now, 3rd and 18.
After the disappointing loss to Liverpool last week, I mean, when I talked to the defensive lineman Romello Robinson on the varsity team, he is a junior in high school. I mean, he said that CNS, they paid for it in practice, but you know what? They got back. They did amazing in practice all week, and that's just showing out there on the scoreboard so far and on the field.
So now Pearson will pitch that one off on 3rd and 19. Runner's making his way outside, and he's brought up by 3 CNS defenders, the 28-yard line. Corcoran now will bring out that punting team as they have about a 4th and 15.
And that was short-lived because CNS's defense was all over them. And the clock is now running out in the first quarter. 50 seconds left, maybe time for 1 to 2 more plays.
Now the punt will drop down about the 48-yard line, and Corcoran will just pick that ball up and dead the ball. 34 seconds left in this first quarter. CNS will take over 1st and 10. North Stars huddled up. It's about to take the field now. Razmovsky and Bartlett back there. Jackson will throw this ball. He'll fake short, looking left side now. And Jackson will keep this one himself. Advance about 5 or so yards. It looks like closer to 10. That'll be just short. CNS will bring up a 2nd and 1, 2nd and inches here. Great way to use his legs there by Jackson Razmovsky.
Time running out as the ball lies on the 45-yard line. 2nd and 3.
Looks like both CNS will go to the sideline and let that clock zero out. So at the end of the first quarter here at Michael J. Bragman Stadium, CNS leads the Corcoran Cougars 7-0. Here, Drew, answer this. North Stars hand off. That ball will go up the middle. North Stars will bring about a 3rd and 1 here on Corcoran's 42-yard line.
Let's see what CNS can do with it. Let's see if they're going to rush it, if they're going to attempt to pass it again here.
Razmovsky. Get the snap. Ball will be handed off up the middle. That ball will go for a first down about the 38-yard line. CNS advances the chains.
Amazing, amazing, amazing offensive capabilities on this North Stars team. Just this year, not even so far in this game, this year. I mean, you can see it in the scores too. 37-8 at Nottingham, 33-6 against Proctor, 40-7 against Beeville. Such a high-scoring offensive team.
Razmovsky looks right, looking down the field. That receiver will be hit down, and the referee will throw the penalty flag. That looks like some defensive pass interference there on Lakeem Danzy for the Corcoran Cougars.
Didn't even look like he tried to play that ball.
Mason Ellis was knocked down almost instantly there for the North Stars. Now CNS will advance 15 yards and get a free first down.
I mean, Razmovsky is known for his passing back there on quarterback. It does not surprise me that even in these wet conditions, he's able to just show his talent out on the field.
CNS will be taking over 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line after that the defensive pass interference penalty. There's Mosky with handoff up the middle. That ball is fumbled, and that will be recovered by the Corcoran Cougars. Ball is fumbled by the CNS back. Now both will switch sides. CNS defense coming on the field after the CNS fumble. It's wet out here, Drew. Ball's gonna be slippery. You gotta be careful. Hold on to that one.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen at least a couple times. I mean, the ball just seems to slip out of some people's hands out here. I mean, that's just a mistake. That's just an accident that you can't control because of these slippery conditions.
So now Corcoran takes over. 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line.
I mean, you can see puddles forming on the track. I mean, I don't even want to know what it's like to be down on that turf. I mean, it might come to the point where after a while we might see some players slipping and falling out there.
Now Pearson with Leonard to his right. And now Corcoran will take a timeout here.
A much needed timeout.
And we are back after the Corcoran timeout. Pearson will take it himself, advance about 3 or 4 yards, going down at the 25, 26-yard line. A gain of about 4 or 5 there for the Cougars, bringing up 2nd down. Much like what the North Stars saw with Liverpool last week, Corcoran is not much of a throwing team, with Liverpool only throwing 1 pass last week, and it was a screen pass that went to the opposite side of the field for a touchdown. The Cougars attempting only 2 passes tonight so far, both seeming going nowhere near the target. Receiver motions right side. Pearson looks over the middle, and that ball will be caught by number 21, Devon Cockrell, and that ball will go down at the 35-yard line. Corcoran Cougars, put in my own words back in my mouth. advancing the chains, giving them a 1st and 10 here with 10 minutes left to go in the first half.
Seems like the ball is sort of drying up out here. I mean, you're seeing both CNS and Corcoran becoming more confident in their ability to pass and receive those passes out there tonight.
Now the Cougars run to the right side. That ball is taken up to about the 40-yard line. Keeps going, and then he will be brought down at the 49-yard line of the opposite side. Corcoran advancing the chains again to a 1st down.
What a rush there of about 15 yards for the Cougars. That's probably the largest one that we've seen tonight.
Now that ball will be flown out to about intended for a Corcoran receiver. They're out the hands of a CNS North Star. That's why they're on defense. Now Corcoran will bring up 2nd and 10. Cougars lining up. 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line of CNS. Receiver motions right side. Pearson will hand that ball up the middle. The stuff at the line of scrimmage, and that ball will be pushed back. CNS defensive line ready there for the Corcoran run up the middle. Now he has moved back about 2 or 3 yards there, bringing up a 3rd and about 12 for the Cougars. Receiver motions right side. Pearson fakes that handoff. He's going to try and keep it himself, and CNS tries to stuff him there. He breaks one tackle, and he'll go right back to about the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th and 12 once again.
Besides that 15-yard rush by Corcoran, I mean, CNS has been doing a great job just keeping them at or below 10 yards.
So now Corcoran 4th and 14 from their own 47-yard line. They'll be punting back to Mason Ellis for the North Stars. Now the punt's back. It'll be dropped down on the ground. And CNS going to let that one roll out. The ball keeps going. It goes to about the 13-yard line, and Corcoran will down that ball.
No score change so far in the second quarter as CNS still leads the Cougars 7-0 with 7:39 left in the second quarter.
And now I think it would be a great time to send it over to our student section reporters, Abby Files and Sam Klein. You don't know.
So much, buddy, up in the booth. I'm Abby Files, and I'm Sam Klein, and we are reporting in the student section. The energy is absolutely electric against Corcoran, and we are super excited to see how this game plays out. Go North Stars!
Okay, you gotta go back. The mic is not working. So thanks, guys. Yeah, it's like cutting in and out. North Stars will take over at about their own 12-yard line.
Corcoran is currently on a 4-game win streak. CNS hoping to abrupt that tonight and make it a
Ball has moved back even further there. 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line. North Star's going 5 wide here. Razmasi goes quarterback draw. Take that ball to about the 16-yard line. Now CNS gets the first down here, takes over again on their own 17-yard line. Razmasi will hand off up the middle. Breaks one tackle. That ball will go down at about the 25-yard line now.
Sadly, varsity high school football season is coming to an end just for the regular season. The Corcoran Cougars' last home game will be against Liverpool in Corcoran on October 22nd. That would be an interesting game, as Liverpool is ranked 2nd in Section 3 AA. For reference, CNS is ranked 3rd, and Corcoran is once again ranked 1st.
Now North Stars 1st and 10 from their own 30. Razmasi in the backfield. Hand that ball off once again as Corcoran's way back there in the backfield, bringing him down to the 28-yard line. CNS will move back, bringing up 2nd down. Now North Stars will have 2nd and 12 from their own 28. Corcoran doing a great job there getting in the backfield.
Seems as if a fresh ball has just appeared on the field, and the other one is being dried off, so the ball is now dry. Let's see if Razmasi is going to take advantage of that.
Snap looks to be unexpected there, and Razmasi will go down. Corcoran Cougars getting the sack there, moving CNS back even further. That'll bring up about a 3rd and 15 here. And Cougars defense doing a great job there. 2 plays in a row, getting in the backfield.
It looked like Razmasi did want to send that ball as far as he could, but sadly, Corcoran's defense was all over him, and that just did not happen.
Now the North Stars here have to figure out what they will do to try and get these 15 yards here and convert for a 1st down and move the chains. And CNS will elect to call timeout here. Try and talk things over, maybe figure out what play they exactly want to run. With 5:14 left in the 2nd quarter, your North Stars lead 7-0 against the Corcoran Cougars. Both sides taking the field now after the CNS timeout. North Stars have a 3rd and 15. Let's see what Jackson Razmasi and this offense will do. Kuvalo motion. Razmasi's looking left. He'll fire one deep down over the middle, and CNS was thrown down once again. That's 2 straight deep balls there attempted by Jackson Razmasi, where the CNS receiver was just pushed down by the Corcoran defender. Now CNS will get a free first down there. Corcoran once again just giving up a careless penalty and allowing CNS to get a free 15 yards. So now they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 40.
Razmovsky talking to his offense about what they want to try and do. This is an amazing opportunity to get another touchdown, to get another 6 points, 7 points on that scoreboard. I mean, he cannot take this situation lightly.
CNS with a fresh set of downs there after the Corcoran penalty. 1st and 10 from their own 40. 5:07 left to go in this first half. 2 receivers way out right. Motion inside. Razmovsky will hand that ball up the middle, and that will be stuffed right on the line of scrimmage, bringing up a 2nd and 10 here for the North Stars. Rain seems to be lightening up here at Michael J. Bragman Stadium, but the wind is also starting to pick up.
And while it looks like that it is not raining, it still is just a little bit lighter.
Now the North Stars attempt another run there. He'll be brought down at the 44-yard line. So now CNS will have a 3rd and 6. Third and 5 here from the 45-yard line for the North Stars. And Corcoran looks like they jumped way early, so now CNS should get the first down here. Let's see what the officials decide. That'll be encroachment on the Cougars. Now CNS will get a fresh set of downs here once again. 2 straight times CNS had a 3rd down, and Corcoran with a penalty giving CNS a free first down. So now it's 1st and 10 from their own 50.
Great news for CNS's offense and great news for Jackson Razmovsky. 1st and 10, 3:38 left in the half. I mean, this is on the 50-yard line, 49-yard line. This is a great opportunity to just send the ball as far as he can, like he can.
2 receivers out right, the one left motioning inside. CNS didn't like what they saw there. They will elect to call a timeout now. North Stars calling their 2nd timeout of the half with 3:22 left to go. Here, the CNS cheerleaders cheering on their team. Like we mentioned earlier, 6 seniors a part of that group down on the track. Now both sides will take the field after the timeout. CNS 1st and 10 from their own 50. 3:22 left to go. Two receivers out right. Razmovsky in the backfield. Kubala will motion inside. Now Jackson looks right. He'll find the receiver about the 48-yard line. He'll be brought down at the 39. CNS advances the chains once again. North Stars get another first down. Razmovsky to Mason Ellis there for the first down.
11 passing yards added to Jackson Ravsmovsky's stats right there. 1st and 10.
Seems to be a player down here for the Corcoran Cougars. Looks like the player there for Corcoran was able to get up all okay. So now CNS have another 1st down here from Corcoran's 39-yard line, looking to try and punch one in the end zone before that second half comes. North Stars from the right hash. Zero motion inside, 2 outside right. Ravsmovsky's looking right again. He'll fire one down the sideline. That's going to be Andrew Vanette catching that one.
What a play and what a catch by CNS's offense. Jackson Ravsmovsky and Andrew Vanette.
Correction, that was Anthony Testa, the newly converted quarterback to wide receiver / running back there for the North Stars, getting his 1st reception of the season and moving the chains for CNS up to the 17-yard line. Another 1st down. Ball handed off to the left side. Bartlett finding a couple yards there. Will roll over for a few more. Now CNS advances to about the 12 or 13-yard line, bringing up 2nd down.
Bartlett is doing a fantastic job of finding those gaps in Corcoran's defense so far. I mean, he's been crucial to CNS's rushes.
It looks like Bartlett got a few more forward progress yards than we saw, so now CNS will have 2nd and 2 on the 9-yard line. Now I'll hand off the right side up again. Looks like Bartlett might have gotten the 1st down there. Not quite sure. It was really close. The official timeout. They will give the North Stars the 1st down. So now CNS has 1st and goal from their own 8-yard line. Or from the Cougars' 8-yard line, excuse me. Looks like Gerard Hill's coming on the field for the North Stars. I'd be expecting Grung here if Gerard is coming on, as he was brought out to block a few times against Clifton High School, the 1st game of the year against the Dome, and last week against Liverpool as well. Then Ravsmovsky hands up the middle. Bartlett fought for a few yards there, moving across the 5-yard line. Now CNS will have 2nd and goal from the Cougars' 4-yard line.
Corcoran might double down on their defense here as CNS gets 2nd and goal. So maybe Ravsmovsky will hand it off to Testa instead of Bartlett, as Testa seems to go wide more and Bartlett seems to cut through those gaps that he can find the defense.
Ball will be handed off. He will brought down right near the goal line. And that ball will be spotted down right just short on the 1-yard line. Now CNS, 3rd and goal from the goal line.
The clock is running. 54 seconds left in this half. 54 seconds left to get this touchdown and make it 13-0, possibly 14-0.
So now Razmowski will be right under center. Bartlett behind him. Receiver motions inside. Razmowski will try and push this one forward. And the North Stars will get it. Jackson Razmowski on the QB sneak from the goal line, making that scoreboard 13-0 with 30.4 seconds left in this first half.
That was close with the timing, but they got it right. They had pretty much 1-2 chances to perfect that play, and Jackson Razmowski perfected it to make it 13-0 North Stars.
Jackson Razmowski so far, 1 touchdown in the air and 1 on the ground. Leading this CNS offense is only a sophomore. Kubala's kick is up, and that kick is good. Josh Kubala, former soccer player here at CNS, converted kicker for the North Stars, and he is money. So now with 30 seconds left in this first half, the North Stars will kick off to the Cougars, maybe try and get a jump start to that Corcoran offense, and maybe put some points on the board in this short time they have in the first half.
So far in this half, CNS has not only done great offensively from preventing the Cougars from getting any sort of rushes except for that 1 15-yard rush, but other than that, CNS has been great there on defense and on offense with Jackson Razmowski on QB, and is a fantastic offense led by Jason Bartlett and Anthony Testa.
CNS won the coin toss before the game and elected to kick, which means they will receive the ball after this first half. This is very crucial here for Corcoran to put some points on the board as CNS, his offense has proved to be dominant so far. Kubala's kick flies way over the head and will bounce into the end zone, giving the Cougars a touchback. Now the Cougars taking over from their own 20-yard line. 30.4 seconds left, 1st and 10. Let's see what head coach Tyrone Fisher and quarterback Asaru Pearson like to do here. Try and move that ball down the field quickly. Pearson will go quarterback draw up the middle. Get to about the 30-yard line, spins down, and he'll roll forward for a few more, bringing down a 1st down for the Cougars, advancing the chains quickly. And Corcoran will call their second time out of the half with 24 seconds left, getting that clock stopped. Expect this to be a quick one, as that one just seems to be to stop the clock so they can keep moving with this offense in the short time they have in the first half.
This is amazing so far. CNS needs to just keep doubling down on their offense with their rushes, with their passing here. And they also need to keeping Corcoran out and just keep getting those offensive plays. I mean, Corcoran is #1 on a 4-game win streak. They are hot right now, and they are the hottest team in Section 3AA. CNS, though, not far behind them. And if they win this game, if they continue to do what they do best, they can overcome Corcoran, the best team in Section 3AA.
As the towel was placed over the ball by the officials, smart idea to try and keep that ball dry, not to change out the ball so much. Now Corcoran, 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Pearson in the shotgun set. He'll take that ball, look right side, fire one down the field, and that ball will be dropped by the Corcoran receiver at the 42-yard line. Clock will stop, 19 seconds left, 2nd and 10 for the Cougars.
CNS's last regular game of the season will be October 22nd at the Rome Free Academy at 6:30 p.m. RFA is 2-3 in the league, 6th in Section 3AA.
Pearson looks left, will fire that one. That ball will be tipped by the North Stars, almost intercepted there.
They have just been able to get all over Corcoran, especially when Corcoran tries to pass. I mean, there might have been one complete pass from the Cougars so far tonight. Other than that, especially in this second quarter here, in this half of the second quarter, CNS has just been all over them.
It's now Cougars 14.2 seconds left. 3rd and 10 from their own 32-yard line, trailing the North Stars 14-0. Let's see what they do here on this 3rd and long. Pearson will try and keep this one on his legs. CNS brings him down. Could not see who was there first, but CNS will bring down Pearson at the 25-yard line. The sack bringing up 4th and about 15 now for the Cougars with 9.5 seconds left. As CNS will call a timeout there to try and preserve some clock, save some time, and get one more play maybe out of this punt return or one after the punt return for the North Stars.
There are 9.5 seconds left in this half, and it has been a game.
I expect here out of CNS that they'll call the fair catch on the punt, send Mason Ellis long on one side, and then Tester Vincenzo Latanzio on the other, and Razmovsky will look long. Both sides taking the field now. 4th and 17 from the 25-yard line for the Cougars. Number 7, Anthony Haskins-Bruce. They're the senior back there to punt for the Cougars. That ball was bobbled, a muffed punt once again. And CNS is able to, he loses the ball, and they were able to recover. Balls keeps rolling at about the 26-yard line. There was a flag on the play. So it looks like here CNS will have one play as long as they take offense to try and get that ball in the end zone.
You know, go big or go home. That seems to be the memo that Jackson Razmovsky is sending so far. I mean, he might as well just try and pass this as far as he can. Maybe they'll bring Josh Kubala in for a field goal attempt.
Seems to be they will be bringing out Kubala. You heard the sidelines yelling field goal. Let's see if we heard correctly up here in the booth. Kubala has dropped back, so they will be attempting this about 42-yard field goal here.
I mean, you got nothing to lose but everything to gain with this.
Looks like CNS will moving back even further to the 32-yard line. That'll be a 49-yard field goal here for the senior kicker, Josh Kubala from the North Stars. This would be impressive here if a high school kicker is able to hit this 49-yarder in these conditions. Well, it actually looks like after the penalty, they will bring out the offense. Razmovsky back there. They send the go routes. Razmovsky's tripped up, and he is just brought down to end this quarter. The end of your first half, your CNS North Stars lead 14-0. One of those touchdowns coming on the pass and one coming from the run. Both from Jackson Razmovsky. The first year, Jackson finds Mason Ellis in the corner of the end zone. At the end of the at that closing of the first quarter, making it 7-0. And then on the other end, Jackson Razmovsky on the goal line, takes it himself, gets a push from his teammates from behind, and punches that ball in, making this scoreboard 14-0, heading into halftime. We have a 12-minute halftime. We'll be right back for the third quarter. Like, turn it on. Turn your microphone on now. And we are live here back with the second half of CNS versus Corcoran. We'd like to send it down to our student section reporters, Sam Klein and Abby Files. What are you guys seeing so far here at the game?
And we are back! All right, it's a little rainy down here, but everyone's staying as dry as possible and supporting our North Stars as best as we can. It is 14-0. And how are we feeling tonight, everybody? All right, and we are here with two senior girls, Danielle Crivelli and Abby Woods, and our theme tonight was construction, so they're going to tell us a little bit about their outfits. First, Danielle Crivelli.
Hello, so I just got out of work today. I got out early just to attend the game. Here's the fit.
So I actually work the night by the best lights up, and it actually flashes for emergency situations, so.
All right, we love it, guys, and we love the energy. Go North Stars!
Thank you, Sam and Abby. And now the North Stars here taking over 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line here to start off the second half. Razmovsky in the backfield. Hand that ball off up the middle. That'll be stuffed right on the line of scrimmage there by the Cougars, bringing up a 2nd and 10 here for the North Stars. Two receivers outside right, one way left. Receiver motions out to the right. And Razmovsky will take the one way up the middle. Lots of room here. Razmovsky using his own legs. And that ball will be way down the field. And Razmovsky will take it himself. 61 yards right to the end zone there for the North Stars. Razmovsky on the second play of the first half, taking it all the way by himself on the quarterback draw, increasing that lead to 20-0. Jackson Razmovsky proving he may not only be a sophomore, but he is the leader of this North Stars offense.
Insane talent, amazing talent, gifted talent from wherever. Jackson Razmovsky can not only pass, he can not only rush, but now he can rush 60 yards for a touchdown on the first play of the quarter.
Jackson Razmovsky coming into this season, we thought that Testa would be that main quarterback for running the ball, and then Jackson would be the one to only be airing it out, but we see there Jackson Razmovsky proving us wrong. 59 yards into the end zone. CNS only 50 seconds in, takes that 21-0 lead against the number 1 seed, Corcoran Cougars.
CNS leading 21-0 with 11:10 left in the third quarter. The first play of the quarter from quarterback Jackson Razmovsky.
Taking that one 59 yards all the way to the other side of the field into the end zone. And now Josh Kubala here to kick off for the North Stars. Kubala at the 40-yard line. Two returners back at the 10 for the Cougars. Ball is kicked way out right about to the 10-yard line. Corcoran will return it. Bringing it to about the 30-yard line. Keeps going, finds a pile, and will be brought down to the 24, 25-yard line. Corcoran taking over 1st and 10 here after CNS gets that two-play touchdown drive. Pearson and his offense here try and get some points on the board here for the Cougars. They have being shut out right now by the North Stars. Let's see what they do to improve that first half scoreboard here in the second. Receiver motions right side. Be handed off, and he is bottled up by the North Stars defense. They were there. They were ready for that one. Bringing him down at the 20-yard line. CNS forced Corcoran for the loss of 5, bringing up 2nd and 15 from the 20-yard line. Now Pearson again, 2nd and 15. Ball will be handed off once again. He finds a hole on that right side. That ball will be stopped around the 22-yard line, bringing up 3rd down for the Cougars. This is the first matchup between these two teams in over 3 years following a sectional game. Multiple years ago here at Michael J. Bragman Stadium, there was an altercation in the handshake line. Now these teams are back after a long hiatus to face off once again. Seaver motions left. Pearson will keep it himself. Tries to get a few yards there. That ball will be stopped around the 24-yard line. CNS swallowing up this Corcoran rushing offense, bringing up about a 4th and 11 here.
It's incredible how great CNS's defense have been in this game. Not only that, but in this quarter as well. Being able to just stop Corcoran in their tracks on 3 consecutive plays like that.
Bruce to punt. Ball will hit about the 48-yard line. Returned by CNS, taking it up the middle. Makes one man miss, makes another, and he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line there. Number 24, Talik Harris making the tackle for the Cougars. Now CNS's offense and Jackson Razmosky will come out once again. There's Mosky in the backfield. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Will hand that ball off. Bartlett seems to be swallowed up there. Excuse me, Freak Ibrahim Jr., the one on the carry there for the North Stars. Lost about 3, bringing up 2nd and 13 from the 42.
Farouk Ibrahim Jr., one of the stars of the football team, a junior in high school.
Now Jackson, quick snap, looks left. And we'll get back to the original line of scrimmage at the 38-yard line, giving a CNS about a 3rd and 10 here.
About 8 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. CNS leads 21-0.
Let's see what Jackson Razmosky and this North Stars offense can do to move the chains once again for the North Stars. I'd be looking up towards this right sideline if that ball is not handed off. Receiver will motion out. Jackson looks over the middle. No have a receiver. That ball is just dropped by the North Stars. That was number 22, Andrew Vanette, almost getting the completion at about the 29-yard line. That would have been a 1st down for CNS, but now bring up 4th and 9 from the 38. Kubala will come on the field now. Looks like CNS will be going for it in this one. Too far up the field to punt, too far away to go the field goal, so they'll just go for it. As Jackson looking way long, it will overthrow Mason Ellis there on that right sideline. And that'll be a turnover on down for the North Stars. Corcoran Cougars coming out 1st and 10 on the 38-yard line.
As we take a look into the world of professional sports at 8:07, the Astros and Red Sox will face off in Houston, Texas.
Sticking with baseball, the Dodgers advanced last night past the San Francisco Giants to move on in the MLB playoffs.
They did in an upset in the NLDS. If you want a complete look at the MLB postseason, a video about the review I will have will be posted on the CNS Morning Show on Tuesday. Make sure to check that out.
So now Corcoran will get a run up the middle here. Seems to be stopped on the line of scrimmage, maybe moved back a little bit by that North Stars front seven. That'll bring up second down for the Cougars. Push back about 2 yards there, so that'll bring up second and 12 from the 36. 7:04 left to go in this third quarter. CNS leads 21-0. So now Corcoran will move the ball a little bit up there more, towards about the 44-yard line, bringing up 3rd and 5. Now the Cougars looking to get their first third down conversion here of the half.
The North Stars are able to flex an impressive .750 win percentage in Section 3AA with a 3-1 record, 600 win percentage overall, with 3-2 record overall.
Now I seem to have some clock issues here. The officials will call up to see what the official time should be at. As Corcoran called timeout, try and talk things over before they go attempt this third down here with 6:23 left to go in this third quarter.
The North Stars' largest win streak of the year, they won 3 straight, beating Utica Proctor at home, Baldwinsville at Beeville with their biggest win of the year, winning by 33 points. And a win against Nottingham back on September 10th, 2021, winning 37-8.
Was it? Cougars take that ball, try and get a first down there. It looked like it was stopped just short on the line of scrimmage. And that'll be 4th and 5 for the Cougars. It's like Corcoran will bring out the punting unit here on 4th and 7 from their own 41-yard line. Ball is still in the air. Caught by the North Stars. And he'll be brought down at about the 35-yard line. CNS's offense will come back over. And speaking of CNS's offense, it's actually Anthony Testa, the senior number 12, taking that ball 60 yards into the end zone, and not Jackson Razmovsky on the second play of that third quarter.
Our apologies for any mix-ups here. It is extremely hard with the weather and the color mixture of the jerseys with the blue and black to see accurately 100% the numbers. We are trying to do our best up here.
Now the North Stars will take the ball up the middle with the run. Go about to the 41-yard line. Bringing up 2nd and 4 from the 42. Ball be handed off, and Corcoran was there ready for that one, bottling all the way back to the original line of scrimmage at the 42. Ibrahim Jr. there, unable to get some positive yardage for the North Stars. That'll bring up 3rd down.
The ball being switched out and dried. Again, every time this has happened in the game so far, either Corcoran or CNS has thrown a large pass. Let's see if they can complete another one here.
Looking left side. Got a receiver deep. That ball will not be caught. No pass interference on that one. That was great coverage there by the Corcoran secondary. Able to force a CNS 4th down. Jameer Clark on the coverage there for the Cougars. And now CNS 4th and 4. Kubala back there to punt. Kubala sails that ball to about the 20-yard line. Will be caught by the Cougars, taking it up the left side. He breaks one tackle, breaks another, makes 2 men miss. He is still on his feet, and Danzy's able to get to about the 36-yard line there for the Cougars. Returning that ball for 16 yards. And Corcoran's offense will come out once again, try and get some points on the board. So Corcoran has a 1st and 10 from their own 37. 4:50 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Pearson in the shotgun. Man to his right and one behind. He'll roll out right. Pearson will fire one back to the left side. He'll have way bunch of room over there. There's a flag in the middle of the field. Number 34 there. Jaxir Duncan able to bring that one all the way to the CNS 39-yard line. See what the penalty will be here from the officials. Looks like that penalty was on the North Stars, so that long rush from Duncan will stay. And that is a Corcoran Cougars 1st down. So now the chains will advance. The ball will be at the 28-yard line.
Some recognition for the CNS girls soccer team as they beat FM 2-1 yesterday to remain undefeated. They are 14-0-1, and they will host Chittenango tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. for their final regular season game of the year. And speaking of outstanding athletic ability from CNS, CNS's Athlete of the Week, Owen interviewed him earlier today, Jake Nardoza from the golf team.
Jake Nardoza shooting a 75 in sectionals at Drumlin's East, earning himself Athlete of the Week and moving on to state qualifiers in the spring. So now Corcoran on the CNS 38, 1st and 10, 4:30 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Pearson under center. Drop back, fake the handoff, roll out to the right. Looking long. And the receiver is not able to make the play there for the Cougars.
Also here, a huge congratulations to Coach McCaffrey, who has been coaching for over 30 years on the CNS boys soccer team. The boys won 9-0 over Corcoran today, which marks Coach McCaffrey's 400th win as the CNS coach.
So now Corcoran, after able to convert the long ball to Danzy there, will take over 2nd and 10 once again, 38-yard line. Now the run out to the side. Ball will advance about 4 or 5 yards there, rolling forward. CNS pulling the other way. It looks like the ball pop came out. Looks like the ball came loose, but Corcoran was able to recover their own fumble there. Bringing up about a 3rd down and 4 here for the Cougars from the 31-yard line. Now the Cougars take a run up the middle. He's swallowed up and looks like he'll have no forward progress. They're bringing up 4th and 4 for Cortland. Fourth and 2 here for the Cougars from the 30-yard line. Pearson under center. Hand that ball off, and he's able to make a move and get forward all the way up to about the 20-yard line. That was number 34, Jasir Duncan, able to get the first down for the Cougars. Over in the Carrier Dome tonight in the city of Syracuse, the host of the sectional finals, Clemson leads Syracuse 7-0. Now Corcoran 1st and 10 from the 18. Handoff up the middle. He will roll forward for not another 3 or 4 yards, bringing up 2nd and 6 for the Cougars. Second and 8 for the Cougars from the 16-yard line here. 1:50 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Corcoran's first real offense here in the red zone. So they'll pitch it out to the right. They'll make a move and advance another few yards there. That was number 11, Dahaji Love for the Cougars.
An update on a live score. Another high school football game, Liverpool versus RFA. Liverpool leads RFA 35-7 in the 3rd quarter. This should prompt Liverpool to their 4-game winning streak and make them 5-2 by the end of the night overall and 5-1 in the league.
3rd and 4 here for Corcoran. Handoff to the right side. There's Duncan. Looks like that CNS front 7 stuffed Duncan just short of that first down, so it'll bring up another 4th down here for Corcoran. Able to convert on the last one by a rush from Duncan. Let's see if they can do it again.
50 seconds left in this quarter. I mean, this is the same situation almost that we saw CNS in last quarter with that QB sneak from Jackson Razmovsky. Although CNS was on the 1-yard line last time, Corcoran on the 11-yard line.
Pearson under center. Fakes a handoff, rolls out right as the North Star is way back there in the backfield. And CNS could not agree who could go up for that one as that interception is dropped. As now, luckily, it was 4th down, so CNS's offense will come back on the field with 17.9 seconds left in this third quarter. Razmowski in the backfield. Ellis out to his right. Razmowski will hand that ball off, make one move, break a tackle, and he'll keep it rolling forward. It's about the 15-yard line. CNS gains about 3 there. That'll be the end of the third quarter here. CNS leads the Corcoran Cougars 21-0 here. Heading into the fourth quarter. Razmowski is one on the ground, one in the air, and Testa with a 60-yard burner with his legs, giving that CNS that 21-0 lead. Second and 6 here for Corcoran from the 15-yard line. For CNS, excuse me. See, he will keep it and move forward about 2 yards there. That'll bring up 3rd down for CNS.
Third and 6, but the conditions have dried up a little bit out here. I would not be surprised if they tried and passed it to get those final 4 yards in.
The flag on the play here. Someone on that goal line of scrimmage move. Let's see who it was. The encroachment on the Corcoran Cougars is now CNS will move forward for 5 yards.
$11:19 left in the game. CNS leading 21-0 against the Cougars.
Now the North Stars after the encroachment penalty. 1st and 10 from their own 22. About a minute into this fourth quarter. Kubala will motion inside. Ball will be handed off. Gain about 4 there. There's a flag on the play from the official once again. That'll be a hold on the North Stars. They'll be taking a few steps back here, bringing up about a looks like a 1st and 20 for CNS. North Stars after that hold, 1st and 17 from their own 15-yard line. Razmowski looking over the middle, find a receiver, and he'll have some room to go. As Razmowski able to make the completion there to Anthony Testa. Versatility from Testa here on the field tonight is elite, as now CNS moves the chains for a 1st down.
The rain stopped at about halftime, and now the field is starting to dry up. No more water on the ball. I mean, this is just great opportunities for Razmowski, who is known for his passing back on QB, to just launch the ball here, which he just did.
Now the ball being handed off up the middle. Gaining about 2 there for the North Stars. That'll bring up 2nd and down.
Ten minutes left in this game. CNS leading the top-ranked team in Section 3AA, 21-0.
Razmowski takes it. He'll fake the handoff, roll out right. Duncan chasing will be able to get that ball off. Ball will be bobbled by the CNS receiver and will go down as an incompletion. Razmowski almost to make some magic happen there, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
I mean, the fact that he had the ability while he was getting tackled, while he was getting taken down, to chuck that ball as far as he did and almost complete a pass in that situation, I mean, that is just incredible, especially coming from a sophomore.
Great pressure there by Jasir Duncan for the Cougars. Now CNS has 3rd and 10, 9:33 left to go in this 3rd quarter from their own 37-yard line. Now CNS will take a timeout here, try and talk things over with this long 3rd and 10 from their own 37. And we are back here after the North Stars timeout. Razmowski in the shotgun. Looks right. Now he looks back left, and he'll get the completion there, and that'll have lots of room there for the North Stars. We'll be met by a Corcoran defender there at about the 44-yard line. Now CNS once again moving the chains there for another 1st down.
About 9 minutes and 20 seconds in this great football game for the North Stars.
Kubala motions inside. Razmowski will take it. Hands it off up the middle. As he has a lot of room, it looked to be number 3 there, Farouk Ibrahim, on the carry for the North Stars.
Two great rushes in a row by CNS's offense. 2 great rushes that sits them now at Corcoran's 31-yard line.
CNS on one play able to advance the chains once again, bringing up a 1st and 10, like you said, Drew, from the 31-yard line. Now Razmovsky in the backfield. Hand that ball off once again. Running back able to miss one tackle. We'll get to about the 30-yard line now. There seems to be a player down here for the Cougars. Can't quite see who. Looks like he got up okay. Looks like that was number 34, Jasir Duncan there for the Cougars, maybe a little bit flustered. Took his way to the sideline, is now CNS. 2nd down and 8, from the 29-yard line here. 8:30 left to go in this 4th and final quarter. Now Razmovsky in the backfield. Looks to his right, fakes. Going long. The ball is almost picked off there by the Cougars. It'll be a catch from the North Stars there.
What a catch.
Who else but number 14, Mason Ellis, making the grab there around the 4-yard line for the North Stars. Able to move the chains again, get a 1st down. Mason Ellis and Jackson Razmovsky, that's one of the most lethal duos here in Central New York football, if not the lethalist.
That was not only a great pass, but a great completion by Mason Ellis.
It's now CNS here, 1st and goal from the 2. Razmovsky under center. Will hand that ball off, and he will walk his way into the end zone. Number 3, Farouk Ibrahim Jr. walking in, increasing that CNS lead to 27-0. Kubala coming out now for the extra point.
Farouk Ibrahim Jr., the great running back in CNS football, the junior with the touchdown, making it 27-0 in the 4th quarter.
Daniel Livisley out for the kick. Mason Ellis will fumble it, breaks one tackle. He'll be brought down as he was just not ready for that hold. So now CNS will just remain at 27-0. Now Corcoran will go back there to return this kick from Josh Gubala.
The tents coming down on the sidelines. It looks like no more rain is expected for the remainder of this game. 7:44 left in the game, which is a great sign for the North Stars as they lead 27-0 against the Cougars.
Number 25, Dan Livesey out here. Didn't get to kick the PAT. Let's see what he does here with the kickoff. And that ball will be a squib. Bounces over the middle to about the 30-yard line. As CNS is able to recover that ball there, and that'll be CNS ball. Dan Livesey on the squib. The CNS special teams are able to recover there. CNS will take over right after scoring at the Corcoran Cougars 21-yard line.
Another opportunity to make it 33-0 at Corcoran's 25-yard line. As Owen said, all it takes is one large pass and one rush to make this game an absolute blowout for the North Stars.
Mentioned earlier, CNS's biggest win of the year so far was the 40-7, 33-point differential win at Baldwinsville a couple weeks ago. As now with 7.5 minutes to go, CNS up 27 with the ball on the Corcoran 25-yard line, a chance to break their record so far this season. So take it up the middle himself, and that'll looks like be just short. Anthony Testa there. Grabbing his leg as we cannot see exactly what happened. After the quick injury timeout there on the North Stars, Farouk Abraham Jr. went down, grabbed his knee, but looked like he was all okay. As he gets the long rush there for the North Stars. Now they take over first and goal from the Cougars' 2-yard line with 7:20 left to go in this fourth and closing quarter.
Farouk has been on fire tonight like he has been every single game. He is crucial for CNS's rushes this season and last season.
Razmowski hands that ball up the middle, and they will walk into the end zone. CNS getting that ball once again into the end zone. Looks like that one, number 26, Jason Bartlett on the carry for the North Stars, punching it in, making it 33-0. So PAT here is able to convert it. That will give the CNS North Stars a 34-0 lead, their largest lead this whole season.
Bartlett tonight been able to find every gap in Corcoran's defense, and it has worked because it is now 33-0 off of his touchdown.
Livesey on the PAT here. Ellis has the hold. As Livesey is able to convert on that one, so CNS will increase their lead to 34-0 against the number 1 seed Corcoran Cougars.
The biggest lead that they have had all season against the best team that they have faced all season. I mean, when I said earlier in the broadcast that Romello had told me that they had had such great practices that they were coming out and they were going to win big this game, that was a great prediction. And I guess CNS has been really recovering from that loss against Liverpool a week ago today.
Now the Cougars will get the ball back once again, down 34 points on the road with 7:07 left to go in the final quarter. Livesey on the kick once again. making plays with his legs in the last few times. The squib that was recovered at the 21. And then making the PAT there. Ball will be kicked to the left side this time. Corcoran will recover that one about the 29. Misses one tackle. And be brought down by a group of blue jerseys there. As now Corcoran will take over around their 27-yard line here.
And that happens with exactly 7 minutes left in this game.
Corcoran taking over their own 31. 1st and 10, 7 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. As Corcoran will get a delay game there, so they'll be moved back to their own 26, making that 1st and 15 now.
That is not great news for Corcoran, who is already struggling big in this game so far. But not only that, but to be knocked back 5 yards on their first down, not a great sign, especially when CNS's defense has been holding them.
The ball snap is dropped there. Piles drop on it. Looks like Corcoran was able to come away with that one after the fumbled snap there from Pearson. Moving them back even more now to their own 19-yard line. Making it 2nd and 3rd and 22, excuse me. Now Corcoran, 2nd and 22, their own 19-yard line, 6:22 left to go in this fourth quarter. Motion over the middle. They'll hand the ball up to the left side. Break one tackle as Love is able to move forward for a few yards there to about the 24. Making that 3rd and 17 now for the Cougars.
Clock running, around 5:40 left in this game. 3rd and 19.
Now Corcoran will pitch to the right. That ball is dropped, and CNS dives on it. The North Stars able to recover another fumble here tonight around the 18-yard line, as CNS looks like they'll get the ball once again here in the fourth quarter in positive territory.
Fumble after fumble from Corcoran, and CNS's defense has been jumping on every loose ball out there, which resulted in their last touchdown.
Looks like Corcoran was able to actually get on that first. CNS's original dive was not able to control it. Now Corcoran has a 4th and 19 from their own 19-yard line, excuse me. Now they'll be punting. Kicked way short, didn't even make it past the 50 there, and that ball will bounce right about the 45 of Corcoran. And they will down it. The CNS offense is able to come out once again.
.445 left in this game. The ball on the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for CNS, trying to get that one last touchdown, make it 40-0.
There's Mosky. Hand off up the middle. Go for about 2 or 3 there. Bringing up 2nd down here with 4:30 left to go. So 2nd and 9 there, gain of a yard on the rush from the North Stars. From the Corcoran 45. So get the rush, going to the right side. Duncan able to, first one there for the Cougars to stop that one. Pushing them backwards, probably stay at the line of scrimmage here. Now CNS will have a 3rd and long. Razmovsky in the backfield. Hand that ball off once again. CNS really just trying to chew some clock here and get this game, that clock to 0 out on senior night against the Corcoran Cougars. So that'll bring up about 4th and 8 now with just over 3 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter, excuse me. So the North Stars 4th and 8 from the Cougars' 44-yard line. The offense will stay on the field. Now Razmasi will hand that ball off. Lots of room open on that left side, and he'll stumble over his own feet. Looks like he'll be short of the 1st down.
.246 left in the game. Looks like CNS will punt this.
Going to be a turnover on downs from CNS to the Corcoran Cougars. Now Pearson coming out. Maybe trying to get some points on the board in that last drive tonight. Now Corcoran will run left side. Lots of room open on that left. And that'll be number 12 there. Getting the rush almost to the 1st down marker. Getting about 9 yards there. Bringing up 2nd and 1. 2:36 left to go in this final closing quarter. Ball on the 50-yard line. They'll advance the chains. 1st down Corcoran. Pearson will hand that ball off. CNS is a front 7 there, ready for it. We'll push the running back down for about 2 extra negative yards. There's your boy, Drew Amello. Robinson making the tackle for the North Stars, pushing him back. Bring up 2nd 11 from the Cougars 49 here. 1:50 left to go.
Mello, the 6'1" defensive lineman for CNS.
As Pearson will air that one out. Aiming for Haskins Bruce there. Unable to go. Now that'll bring up 3rd down for the Cougars. Pearson on 3rd and 11 from his own 49. He'll take it himself, and he'll gain about maybe 1 there, if anything. Now the Cougars will have 4th and 9. This clock winding down, about getting close to zeroing out and end this game. Pierce will give a handoff to the right side. He'll lose his feet and go right down to the ground. That was number 3, Zarion Young, on the carry for the Cougars, his first of the night. Now CNS's offense come back on the field. 52 seconds left in this contest. Dresmowski will take a knee there. About the 44-yard line. Now looks like both sides are mutually going to let this clock run out, as it's just about 6 seconds ahead of the play clock. So one more knee and this contest will be over. So Rasmovsky will take the knee, and as this clock winds down, that'll be the end of this contest here tonight. CNS taking on the Corcoran Cougars. They topple them down 34-0 at home after disappointing road loss against Liverpool last week. Some highlights here from the North Stars tonight. Jackson Rasmovsky, Anthony Testa, Jason Bartlett, Fruit Gabriel Jr. This offense balled out, and can't forget the defense, who shut out this red-hot Corcoran offense, who's been putting up points on every other opponent they have faced. Now Rasmovsky wrapping up these touchdowns here. Finds a receiver in the corner of the end zone. Getting the first touchdown of the game, making it 7-0. Then the other end, Rasmovsky on the QB sneak. Will punch that one in to make it 14. And on the second play of the third quarter, Anthony Testa takes it 59 yards all by himself on the ground and that left side of the end zone to make that CNS lead 21-0. And this is when this game got out of hands, ladies and gentlemen. North Stars once again find the end zone there. That'll make it 28-0. 27, after the botched kick. And the final one, Bartlett up the middle to seal this CNS lead. 34-0 here at Michael J. Bragman Stadium. I'd like to give a thanks to our cameramen, Aaron Tarquinio and Jordan Miller. Our producers, Spencer Conjal and Drew Williams. Our PA, Daryl White. Scoreboard manager, Chris Pilata. The stadium manager, Joe Howell. Our athletic director, Tim Benarski. And we're Drew Madiasik to my right. I'm Owen O'Keefe. Have a good night, everyone.